Hey there, I'm Ada.
And I'm Stefan, and this is not Mexico.
Welcome to Living Simply in Mexico. If you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe if you're interested in knowing more about what we're doing. So it's been not as busy of a week this week when we've come down, but I think overall we've actually accomplished a lot in the past month and a half. Some of which having to do with Mexico and some of which kind of like how we balance our lives doing Mexico.
As we mentioned earlier, there's another video that we did on the sandwich generation where we're taking care of our daughter as well as my parents who are now living with us up in the United States. And so we've got a lot going on. So we're just going to go through life in Mexico over the past month and a half and some other things that we're doing just to kind of get a sense for what it's like to not wait until retire and do this, but do things now.
The last time we were here, we didn't get a chance to put this in on the video, but we joined a yacht club. A lot of you guys know we sail in San Francisco, and actually we did fit in a little sailing weekend in between since our last trip here and this trip.
Not Mexico sailing today. Okay, here we go today. Joining a yacht club. We've got our Virgie.
Yes, we are now official members of the Vallarta Yacht Club. This is Rodolfo, who's going to tell us about the club.
Well, welcome to Vallarta Yacht Club. What you get with your membership now, first of all, the access to the club, officially as a member. And what we got for you, we have downstairs our little swimming pool, a jacuzzi. As a member, you got a right to use our power boats. We got a dinghies with Yamaha's 40s, 4-stroke engines, and that's very easy to run it. So once you want to drive it, you are free. Just let us know with a couple of days in advance. That way we'll have fill it up for you. Also have Hobby Cats, C420s, Laser, Zuma, windsurfs, and uppies. For you and your family, you want to use them, there's no cost for that.
Awesome.
But any donation are welcome for the maintenance.
That's awesome. We look forward to it.
Welcome aboard.
And I think this is the best kept secret in the world. I mean, what's great about the Vallarta Yacht Club here in Puerto Vallarta area, it's actually north of town, is you really don't need to own a boat to join a yacht club. You just like sailing and boating in general.
The boating part, that's Stefan's gig. Part of it was really just, once again, having another set of people to talk to, another kind of social outlet.
It's in Nuevo Vallarta.
It's in Nuevo Vallarta.
Yeah.
Nuevo Vallarta, for those of you guys who've not been down here, you do drive through it, you do feel like, oh, I'm in Southern California. So
pretty much.
It definitely has that new feel to it. So for me, that's a little bit of a downside, because I do like kind of the classic, simple
kind of the gritty Puerto Vallarta with the cobblestone streets and the chocolate block houses. We like that a little bit better.
But I love adventure, and I love the fact that because they have these little boats that you can use, it just really gives us an opportunity to kind of, like I said, explore a little bit more, doing active type of activities, and that's really what I like to do. I think you like to as well.
And one thing we wanted to mention too is Barry Kessler on the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show interviewed us, and he does tremendous podcasts. So I know a lot of you look to our vlog to basically learn about what it's like to own a house and travel down here a lot and to kind of live in Puerto Vallarta. Barry is tremendous. He puts out podcasts all the time, and he goes deep, in depth with individuals, people who live here, people that have stores here, just a wide variety. And so do check him out. And I actually haven't listened to our podcast yet, so I hope we do.
No, we haven't heard it yet.
So going on, a couple things. We did some work on the house while we were here. We put up some more tile where there was paint peeling. So basically, we tile everywhere there's paint that's peeling off.
It's looking like a good little Mexican house with the random tile everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So. This is stuff I wouldn't do in the U.S. because furniture is so expensive. But you'll see an earlier vlog that we did about buying furniture in Mexico, and we bought a bunch of cheap pine furniture. And so we put the beds in our bedroom, and then we have a loft.
So what are you doing? What are you doing?
I am basically chopping legs off of beds. And so yesterday I had this little itty bitty saw, and I was like, that's not gonna do good for was it a 4x4? So I went down and bought my $10 saw, which is actually a pretty good saw, and sawed off the bedpost except for a little bit on our loft beds, so it actually has more headroom. And then, because I sawed them off in a hurry, they're not like even, go figure. So I'm going to resaw these off and put them on our new bed so our bed's up higher. So that's my little chore for today.
All right, this looks like a little bit of a crime scene. There are the missing legs. But the good news is there is headroom now when you sit down on it, so that's definitely better. I'm sure the folks at home will have some other ideas. So this is the current view before the raised legs. So that is awesome sauce.
Yeah, and then another thing that we did, obviously we'll go down and eat. We hit our favorite spots, again, this trip. We don't do politics on this vlog, but I tell you, it's really fun to actually watch a U.S. debate in Mexico with a bunch of folks watching.
Yeah, a lot of expats.
And then finally, we did Oceano Azul, which is a place that's it's on the beach, but it's north.
It's on the Malecon.
It's on the Malecon,
the very north end of the Malecon, about one or two restaurants off the very end.
Yeah, and it's just across from McDonald's on the beach. And at 1 p.m. most days, I think weekdays in particular, one of our neighbors who's a musician plays there, Tercero. And so he's a great musician, so we went down to see him.
Tips, so
yes.
If you're in the area, support him. He's wonderfully entertaining, does a lot of cover songs in English. And actually that same restaurant, what's really cool about that restaurant, Oceano Azul, is that food's great. Mm-hmm. There's pelicans everywhere, and what they're doing is you'll see that the fishermen will literally be bringing, they'll be bringing the fresh fish in, and they'll be chopping them and doing all their things to it and throwing they'll throw the fish guts out. But it's like those pelicans are so much fun just to watch because they know this is the place for the easy foods.
All right, good. That's it.
Yeah. So just a reminder to make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Happy sailing.